Well, right now, Vice President J.D. Vance is on the ground in East Palestine, Ohio, marking exactly 2 years since a toxic train derailment upended that community. More than 100,000 gallons of vinyl chloride burned for days, releasing toxic fumes into the air, but no public health emergency was ever declared. And now, 2 years later, residents say the effects are long-lasting, with many reporting serious health conditions they believe are directly caused by the harmful chemicals. Last week, Norfolk Southern and the city of East Palestine announced a $22 million settlement to, quote, be used for priorities identified by the village. I'd like to welcome in Jami Wallace, who was a lifelong East Palestine resident before that derailment, but has since moved. Jami, thank you so much for your time. First of all, we just got word late last week of this settlement. What are your thoughts about this $22 million settlement between Norfolk Southern and then the village of East Palestine?
When are the residents going to get help? They keep pouring all this money into the community, and if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. What's a $25 million park going to do when your kid has cancer and you can't even take them to the park? I don't feel like our village government represents the people and the residents. So that's why we held our own press conference this morning so that J.D. Vance can hear from his constituents and what our needs are.
And Jami, I do want to talk to you about that. But before we move to that, there's also another settlement, this one for a lot more money. This one is $600 million. It's because of a class action lawsuit. And this is now the settlement. And it's between Norfolk Southern and then all residents within a 20-mile radius. But Jami, the payments have been held up on that because to accept the money, residents have to waive their right to sue the company in the future. What are your thoughts about that situation?
$70,000 per household within the 1 mile zone. And it sounds good. What people don't realize is that some of us will get zero. They are deducting all of the bills that they paid for us to stay in hotels. So people will be forced to come back into contaminated homes with $0. The attorneys have already received $180 million. And then people still have to pay the contingency fees to their own attorneys out of that $70,000 per household within the 1 mile zone. Your own NewsNation reporter got more than that when he got tackled in East Palestine.
Jami, what is life right now? What is it like right now in East Palestine? And talk about why you decided to move.
It hasn't changed. The creeks are still contaminated. The only thing that's changing is people's symptoms are actually going to longer term illnesses. I just got diagnosed with periodontal disease, asthma, adult cough, and hypothyroidism, all things that we have seen in our Gulf War vets who were exposed to the burn pits. And my symptoms, my diagnoses are nothing compared to what we're seeing in some of the community and the communities that surround us.
And do you feel like your illnesses, your sickness is a direct result of that derailment?
I do feel that, and people keep saying, well, we're not going to know in 20 years if it came from the derailment. That's true right now. But if we do research on East Palestine residents, we would know more if this happens in your community. The problem is they underfunded the research. So that's why it's so important for me to get research dollars so that if I die in 15 years, I can die knowing that I helped another community.
Well, we certainly hope that doesn't happen, Jami. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.